Oh man, I'm stupid. Alright. Alright, let's do this junk. Alright, so this seed, you get more commentary from me, so that's cool for you guys, right? We got another tournament match against DKS. This is our game 3, inverted hard mode swordless defeat game. Notes are cleared. My thing is my tracker is reset. I am good to go. I got my water with my coffee cup. Alright, here we go. Give me the goods. 20 rupees already. Yo, another 20. Risking it for the biscuit. Please don't kill me. Yeah, we're loaded right now. Kind of hoping for a bomb drop, but that's fine. So, I want to leave. Like, getting money here is nice. Getting bombs from the pole is obviously ideal. But getting money is still nice. I can play the arrow game to try to get money for digging game and chess game, since those are two very, very early money required items in inverted. Quake already. Let me take a look at the map. Also, we got Pendant, we got Green Pendant, Thieves Town, Good Crystal, Skullwoods. Green Pendant, Thieves Town. Okay. So you need 80 rupees to do the digging game. So we're gonna play the chess game, hopefully. Oh god, good start. Oh my goodness, I'm late. Alright, we made 8 rupees that time. Not very good, but that's fine. Need to hit one more. Alright, perfect. We got a ton of money now. I'm also most likely going to get money from here, so I'll probably dig. If I get the item early, I'll probably just keep digging until the timer's about to run out, then I'll save and quit. Just because extra money, magic are all very, very useful early on. Yo, look at all this cash. Alright, save and quit there. So now I actually have enough money for Palace of Darkness and the chess game, no matter what the chess game gives me, so that's perfect. So I'm gonna hope for There's two 50-50 bomb bushes south of the brewery, as it's called. I swear, every time, dude, there's always a stupid freaking rock there. Fire rod. Alright, so Skullwoods can potentially be beatable. Let's do chess game first. More money. And blue mail. Blue mail is always nice to have early on in inverted. Especially in hard mode. So we will take that. So I'm gonna farm some bombs here along with check brewery item, and then I'm gonna save and quit actually, and let's check the front of Skull or Swamp. Thieves Town. Will Death Warp. Losing two 50-50s is unfortunate. I could just drop the boss off, but not having the hammer could be, you know, something bad here. I did get one of the items already. There's no bombs and pots in the front of the dungeon, I don't believe. There is some money in some pots here, but it's very, very little. I don't really need money at this point. I just need bombs. So if bombs is one of these chests, perfect. I'm just going to death warp out of here. I really don't want to have to continue in this dungeon. I'd like to check the brewery and then go check Hype Cave before coming back here. Map. Okay. So we have one item so far. Is this going to be number 2? Yes. It was some money. I would really like some bombs. So we're going to death warp. Hopefully win one of the 50-50s at least. That way we can quickly farm back and forth for a couple more bombs. I need at least 2 to full clear Hype Cave. So I'm gonna hope for 1 at least here. Are you serious right now? Here we go. Let's try it one more time. I really did. So this is one of the reasons why going to Skullwoods first is potentially better, because there's bomb pots that you can just farm over and over again with death warping. What the hell, dude? This is unreal. I've lost 6 straight 50-50s. And I could have just gone a little bit deeper into Thieves Town and gotten bomb pots and also death warped. But it's really not worth it, time-wise. I mean, it would have been worth it now that I've lost more 50-50s. Holy shit, dude. I lost 7 straight 50-50s. So that's kind of unfortunate. For 5 rupee. Alright, so need 2 more bombs. Hopefully my luck is a little better. Alright, we got 2 bombs. I'm out of here. So, if Hype Cave has a bottle, I'll probably go buy a blue potion. They have blue potions in the, maybe it's a green potion, in the shop to my right. Just to make Mothula kill early, 100% feasible. I have the lamp now, so it's a little bit easier to manage. Bug net, and a glove, and a lamp. So that puts, that actually puts Aghanim in logic. With 2 items in Thieves Town, it's a green pendant. I can't kill blind yet. I'm gonna go into Skullwoods now. Can farm up some bombs. Farm some magic. I'm gonna farm up first, which is just right here. So assuming I don't need... Assuming I don't need the late small key in, from the mummy, I can guaranteed have enough magic to kill Mothula here. Ideally, you know, I get like the hammer in here or something. But the first... there's only one more item in here also, so... Okay, so no items in here. We did get a small key here. I'm actually going to save this small key, and we're going to go south, just to kind of ensure that I don't need to kill the back mummy, because the back mummy is what makes the magic a little iffy. Ow. Yeah, so saving that small key will make sure that I can guaranteed kill Skullwoods, and then I can go, you know, head up Death Mountain. Kill Skullwoods, kill Mothula, beat Skullwoods. Assuming I don't miss any Fire Rod shots on Mothula, of course. We have full magic now. I will have to do some finagling in in Mummy Hellway to make sure I do it all and conserve my magic. I need to make sure I have full magic after I light all 3 bottom torches with the lamp. And then use, with full magic, use, I'm actually going to do this just to get rid of them. There's magic in the next room. I also got 2 magic drops from them, which is makes this room much quicker. Some magic here. Alright, so I need to do this room. Just like that. So I have full magic, use Fire Rod there, and then there's a magic pot right before Mothula that will give me full magic. It takes 8 Fire Rod shots, so I cannot miss. And I cannot get one of my Fire Rods overwritten. So we're gonna play this a little safe, make sure he's away from the spikes whenever I throw my Fire Rod at him. Three more. Aw, my last one didn't count. That really sucks. That's fine. We'll come back. Should have saved and quit there. But that is a little unfortunate. I got a little greedy there. But, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. I don't want to mess with the birds, so we're gonna go this way. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Like, you know, Moth doesn't have an item It is a good crystal, but that's like very non-important to me anytime soon. So like I was just going to do it, and you know I don't have to go back there for a while. So next time I go back, I will have much more resources. I know there's no items there, so everything's fine. It's more just like a slight time loss, but it was something that was doable, and you know, most situations I would be able to do it, but I shouldn't have gotten risky there at the end of that fight, but oh well. Alright, so I know of 2 pendants and 1 good crystal in the dark world. So in the light world, I have 1 good crystal, 1 pendant, and 1 regular crystal. So I don't have too much to look for on the light world map. A lot of times in Inverted, you don't even have to look at the light world map just because you get everything in the dark world. But we'll take a peep. Eastern is the crystal, and Desert's the pendant. My diagonal didn't work right there while I was looking at my map. Yo, the bow. That's a nice find. Alright, so we're gonna walk up here, and I'm gonna check... I'm gonna check the Inside Spectral Rock. I'm just gonna drop down, go get the hint, and the item. But bow does not do anything for me at the moment. Bow doesn't hurt. Bow doesn't hurt moth. Bow doesn't hurt blind. There's nothing I can really do with it at the moment. So I can't get to Palace of Darkness logically. Some cash requires the book. How did I read it backwards? Okay, so... what is the plan? The plan is going to be to check Turtle Rock Medallion, check Dark World, Death Mountain, 2 Chest Cave, which also has a full magic in it. If Hookshot's there, I can check Hookshot Cave. If not, I'm probably going to go into Thieves Town for the 2 more items. I could kill Aghanim as well. That could be what it logically wants me to do. I have a weapon in the Fire Rod and the bow now. I have the lamp, which gives me access to the dark rooms. The little bomb boost there to make sure I take damage from the bomb and not the Lionels, because the Lionels hurt. Alright, we got Bombos, which I cannot get into yet, because I don't have it. Moon Pearl there, which is good, and bombs. So Moon Pearl actually gives me a ton of reason to go kill Aghanim, so we're gonna do that. You know, don't know if it's required necessarily, but you know, doing this over, I get a hint, I get full access to the Light World with the Moon Pearl, so killing Aghanim is weighted much, much heavier in like the do-it side in Inverted, just because it opens you up to all the normal Sphere Zero checks. So all of Kakariko, all of Escape, I can go beat Eastern. You know, there's a ton of checks that it opens up for me. So even if this isn't necessarily the correct path, odds are it is. And I have the bow, which is nice. I also have Fire Rod. More arrows for your boy. So yeah, I have plenty of attacking power to get through this escape. Yeah, so like I know there's no items in Skullwoods. Obviously, the progression could be the back of Thieves Town. There's 2 items left in Thieves Town plus the green pendant. So like there is still like lucrative stuff available to me, but it's just not worth it for me at the moment, in my opinion, anyways. Some cash is above the pose. Alright, so Graveyard Ledge is dead. Graveyard Ledge dead. Okay, that's not great. I really didn't want to take damage there. Yeah, so a couple things that, you know, could bite me would be like Hammer in the back of Thieves Town, Mitts in the back of Thieves Town, Flippers would open up Ice Palace and Palace of Darkness for me. So yeah, there are a couple things that could burn me, but overall this is most likely the better decision. Blue balls are always a little bit scary, just because you have to hit them pretty early with the net or the hammer to avoid taking damage without a red shield anyways. The red shield will block most of them, pretty much no matter when you break it. But we're looking pretty good here. 1 blue ball so far. Perfect. You can see that extra cave there on the left. It's normally not there. If you follow Ganon, because this is inverted mode, Ganon's hole is on the top of Hyrule Castle. Killing Aghanim will also give me very quick access to Ganon's tower. So along with like the tons of items it opens up for me, it also will potentially save me time at the end of the seed when I have to go to Ganon's tower. The cave over there is in case you fall to Ganon, that's where you would exit. Hook shots. Perfect. Good, good, good. That was another item that would have opened up locations for me in the Dark World if it was in Thieves Town. So having that there is pretty good for me in terms of knowing whether this was required or not. Found out yesterday in hard mode you can stun stuff with the hook shot. So it's good news for me. You cannot, in expert and insane modes, all stun items do not work on enemies. So learning that yesterday was pretty nice. Shoutouts to McLagging for teaching me that. Okay. Stun drop is just a heart. No big deal. Bust out my arrows. Got a cape. So, in inverted mode, Bumper Ledge, which I haven't checked yet, is opened up by the mirror, or light world access, the mirror, and the cape. So I still need the mirror to get that item, so it's not worth checking as of yet. But Cave is still nice. Once I get Hammer, it'll also open up Cave, Spike Cave for me. Got Heart Container, which is always nice. Yeah, I can logically beat Eastern now, and Skullwoods. I don't know if it's actually in logic with Lamp and Fire Rod, but once I get a bottle or the hammer, then it's 100% in logic. I'm gonna leave him alive, because I want to set up a Death Warp here. There was the first sword, technically. Yeah, so what I'm looking for here in the Light World is Mitts or the hammer. That makes it almost guaranteed that Aghanim was the required sequence of progression. Either of those in the Light World means that there was only one potential item available in the Dark World for Light World access. So we're coming up here hoping for a key. If there's no key, I will probably Death Warp again, and then exit and do the Kakariko loop. So I would normally pick up that heart, but there's no point if I'm going to be attempting to Death Warp here. No small key. Okay, so where you at, Snicks? Snick. Where am I going? All right, so with the one glove I have, I am gonna drop. I'm gonna drop into the escape grave stone and come out through the sanctuary. We'll do Kakariko and then work our way south to Cave 45, doing South Shore, all that stuff. Also, I could check Aghanim now. I probably won't. Obviously I've killed Aghanim, so the item is available to me once I get the boots. But once I get the boots, I'll also be checking, Bonk Rocks, potentially King's Tomb if I have Mitts. Mitts are usually not super rare. They're usually, not found often. The opposite of super rare. Right, there's the key in the map. So there's an item in the sanctuary. They're very not needed in inverted, so I likely won't find them, but I do need to go check Bonk Rocks with the boots, so there's not really a point in me checking Lumberjack item yet. Unless these are the boots, and then I'll go do all of that right now. Almost the boots. It's red like the boots. And I know that Graveyard Ledge is just money from a hint I already found, so not worth going up there just for some money. I could get bombs in there, but I have 9. It's not a huge issue. Bird is gone because Aghanim's dead, as is the poultry. Don't really need that red rupee. Zora's not on my radar currently. Alright, so we're looking for looking for hammer or mitts. Hammer preferably, because the likelihood that mitts are in Thieves' Town is very low. Thieves' Town was the only logically available option for me with an item left in the Dark World. And I found Hookshot in Light World, so Hookshot Cave was dead until Light World access. So the only things that really would have helped me in the Dark World is pretty much Mitts or Hammer or Flippers. Flippers would have opened up some of Ice Palace and Palace of Darkness. Bottle is nice. So Sick Kid, mark off. Not gonna forget Sick Kid this time, I promise. There's a second sword. All of the green rupees that have the 20 next to them are what used to be things that got replaced in the seeds. Most likely swords. Since there's 4 of them. I don't know if they actually replace like Mirror Shield in hard mode or not. I don't remember. Hey, the mirror is a pretty nice item. Red Cane is also a pretty nice item. Heart Container is a pretty nice item. This is a pretty nice well. Yo, that is a bad business plan by our good boy the merchant there. I guess his pyramid scheme worked out, possibly, and, you know, I gave him $100, and, you know, pyramid scheme turned into 300. You know, it's always good. Always good. Still looking for that hammer, or that mitts. With either hammer or mitts that opens up to rock to me with the mirror. Okay. So, pretty good. I'm actually gonna pit stop and do this real quick. Powder is boot locked. So, this is a big reason why mitts are very rarely required. One of the bigger reasons anyways. So you can like they removed all these bushes so you can logically get the smith with just the mirror and light world access. Same thing with East Death Mountain. You have access to it with the hook shot or the mitts. So you need one or the other. So the only thing that is truly 100% required with the mitts is King's Tomb, because you cannot mirror to it from the Dark World like you can normally. So you need the mitts to access that area. And since I have hookshot already and mirror already, that pretty much makes it so that the only thing that is mitts blocked is King's Tomb. That was a pretty smooth hookshot. That was supposed to hit the guard, but it hitting the fence is way cooler. Alright, so we're going to continue this south loop to K45. So because of the flip-flop Dark World, Light World, and Mirror taking you to the Dark World instead of the Light World, there's some changes in Overworld layout so that you can access all of these mirror-locked locations, you know, because you can't mirror there normally anymore. They made it so that you can just walk to them with Light World access. Alright, south loop time. It also makes like the desert check a little more lucrative because you can do you can do Checkerboard Cave, especially with the mirror. Like, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to go over there. Because I can mirror to Mire Shed. I can also... There's the hammer. That is perfect. Alright, so more likely than not, Aghanim was required. It's very good. Very, very good. Yeah, so I can mirror to the Mire area, see what medallion it is. Ooh, I could fake powder too. And see what's boot locked at Magic Bat. But we're gonna keep going this way for now. The hammer allows me to beat Pod. I can go beat Eastern. I can do both of those together with the mirror. I can definitely beat Skullwoods now. Once I get the flippers, I can beat Swamp. What else do I even need? I can beat Ice. There's the Titan Sense. Okay, so Aghanim definitely required now. 100% confirmed. I can beat Skullwoods. Flippers. I need flippers and silvers. Is that right? And potentially Bombos or Ether. Yeah, because I can beat Hera. I can beat Eastern. I can beat Pod. Flippers for Swamp. I can beat Skull. I can beat Ice. Medallion for Mire. Yeah, so flippers might be my go. Flippers and silvers. So this actually puts me in a pretty interesting predicament. We're gonna save and quit here. So yeah, Eastern and Pod both being crystals, Eastern being a good crystal. I do have a good bit to check here. And then having Mirror, I can just mirror from Eastern straight to Pod. So this is the most lucrative and, you know, best situational play I have at the moment. You know, if flippers are here and silvers are here, you know, perfect. Boomerang. Yeah, so pretty much now I'm going to be cranking out Crystal Dungeons. Skullwoods is still, I mean, it is higher in priority now that I have, like, I have the mirror, I can beat Eastern, so, like, Skullwoods directly gets me 2 more items. So it wouldn't be a terrible thing to do. Ow. So yeah, if I find flippers, trying to think of when I should go check Mire Medallion. Like, honestly, going to check Mire Medallion after Pod wouldn't be a terrible idea. Just, like, you know, assuming I don't find, like, all the medallions and all my Go Mode items in this sequence. Going to Mire would tell me exactly what I still need for Go Mode, besides flippers and silvers. Potentially boots, obviously, with Ganon's Tower Torch. But we'll see. Yeah, depending on how early I get into Go Mode, might not be super worth it for me to check a ton of out-of-the-way locations, aside from, like, in the dungeons I'm doing. So I could Silverless Ganon. The boots are in Ice Palace. Okay, so we'll do Ice Palace pretty soon. That'll get me the boots. and that'll speed up everything else. And silvers. All right, so we're looking pretty good now. I don't need to worry about. I don't need to worry about Swordless Ganon. I do know where boots are, so that takes away all of the stupid freaking GT Torch memes. Alright, so we're looking good. We are looking quite good. So yeah, so guaranteed now, flippers, potentially a medallion for go mode. I got excited with the blue there for a second, holy moly. So obviously, I think worst case scenario here would be flippers in the back of Thieves Town. So Thieves Town is quite low priority for me at the moment. Another hard mode feature, I guess difference is that I cannot use the silver arrows until the end. So all of these bosses I will still have to kill with normal arrows. Vitreous. Another nice thing, since flippers is potentially my sole go mode item, is that I don't have to check all of the flippers junk. The only thing that flippers could potentially be at in that string is Zora. Alright, mirror to pod. I need to get Kiki. So they shifted it all off center by 1 pixel so that you wouldn't be able to mirror into Palace of Darkness. Unique item held by someone friendly. Eh. So yeah, if I get flippers in here, I will definitely go check Meyer first and foremost, without a doubt. So one thing to keep in mind, even if Meyer is Bombos, Bombos could still be in Turtle Rock, even though Turtle Rock needs Bombos to open the front. Just because in Inverted, you can mirror in the back into the back entrances, so I can enter the dungeon from not the main entrance. So Bombos is not technically a hard requirement for Turtle Rock. I still have Hookshot Cave to do, if I choose to do that at some point. I'll probably wrap that in with my Tower of Hera check. I really just want mirror in here, honestly. Not mirror, flippers. Flippers in here would be wonderful. I have not been counting items, so oops. It's like at least 3. Four, potentially 5. I already have the big key. I already have the 1 small key, so there's 1, 2, 3 chests left, and one of them is the compass. So that was my 4th item then. Yeah, okay. So Helma has the compass. No. I only have 6 arrows, so I'm gonna basically get all of the arrows from the Mimic Room coming up here. I might opt to buy more arrows again whenever I go do Ice Palace, which, I mean, is probably gonna be after this. I'm gonna get all these hearts just in case. I'm gonna be a little risky in my Helma fight. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, 10 arrows. That's not the hammer. Alright, if there's any arrow drops in here, I am going to pick them up. Totally needed that bomb drop. My 10 that I already have. Alright, here we go. Alright. We got 2 hammer hits in or something? Whatever, that's fine. Alright, so I actually can't get into Ice Palace yet without the flippers or the flute. That's not true, actually. I could. Alright, how do I want to do this? So yeah, I know that flippers cannot be in ice, but I do know the boots are in ice, and ice could very well have one of my, like, a Go Move medallion or something. Ice Palace full clear isn't the worst thing in the world. It is a little slow, but it will guarantee me having boots for the rest of the seat. I do know that boots are already in there. So that's how I'm going to validate this decision to fake flipper into Ice Palace. I might have actually had to mirror over there. So I'm not going to be able to mirror while I'm swimming, I don't think. And mirroring actually on the Ice Palace area causes... It's the same thing as Palace of Darkness, I guess. You cannot mirror over there. So we're gonna... We checked out the ledge. It was just a hard piece. No big deal. Yeah, so we're gonna mirror here. I don't remember if this is entirely... Yeah, it is. Okay, fine. I couldn't remember if it was, like, a full walkway all the way to ice or not. Alright, big key is fire locked in mire, so that's, you know, useful knowledge for me. I pretty much want as much health as possible, drop-wise. Alright, so we got the big key already. Alright, we got full health, full magic, everything's coming out nicely so far. That. Alright, I am a little wary of my health here, so I'm not going to do the quick tile read. Just to be 100% certain I don't take damage there. The Swamp Palace, big key, and some cash in West Wing Swamp. Don't care. I guess that guarantees left side swamp. Not quite guarantees, but it's likely dead. I moved one pixel too far down, so I had to correct by moving one pixel up, or one frame up, which moves you 2 pixels, and then 1 pixel back down, or 1 frame back down. Alright, so no items in here yet. More arrows, I'll take those. Nice. Nice. There's the map. Alright, let's do this the normal way. I have the big key already. So let's just do it this way. The big chest. There's my boots. Okay. So it also means that flippers can't be boot locked. So like Magic Bat might not be worth doing, you know, Bonk Rocks, Lumberjack. They all very well could still have the Meyer Medallion, but until I know where flippers are and until I see what Meyer Medallion is, which I'll do after Ice Palace, it's not super worth it to go out of my way to do them. Yeah, so right after I'm done with Ice, I'm gonna go check what the Meyer Medallion actually is, so I know whether Flippers is my go mode or not. Per container held by someone friendly. Okay. Once again, conserving health here. There's 2 more items in Ice Palace. Nice full magic. So, 3 chests left, 2 items left. You know, more likely than not, there's going to be one here. Like I said, flippers cannot be here, but a medallion very well could. Okay, no medallion here, which is fine. We got the boots, which will just speed up things in general. Obviously, if I had come here in like go mode or whatever, I would have gotten the boots much more quickly. This dungeon would have been faster, but it's not that big of a deal. Not that big a deal. Full magic, full health going in here. Can't really ask for too much better. Ah. I'm gonna hookshot that guy up just to ensure he doesn't come all the way down here, which can happen sometimes. I have a red potion if necessary. Hopefully I won't need it. Real good fight. I have mitts and a ton of money, so I'm gonna buy some arrow capacity once again for Vitreous. Alright, so next on the agenda is checking desert area. I can check bumper ledge, checkerboard, Agna, and then checking Meyer area, which would be for the medallion it needs, and potentially clearing it if I have it already. And then, yeah. If I already have the medallion, I can clear it, and that guarantees that my go mode is flippers. So let's do all this crap first. The only stuff that I know is dead at the moment is Graveyard Ledge. And there's one item in left side swamp. I mean, hopefully, hopefully, you know, Myers Quake. That way, swamp is just completely dead. As are boots, or boot locations, anyways. In, you know, flipper locations, minus Zora. Alright, let's see what we got. Myers Bombos. Okay, so we're looking for Bombos and flippers. Alright, so we're gonna go to Hera. I can check everything here. I don't want to go that way, because I don't want to tank damage. I mean, not that damage really matters for Hera, but... I actually don't remember if I cleared all this stuff or not. I don't think so. Yeah, no, I didn't. I did the 2 chests, got Moon Pearl, and straight to Aghanim. That's all I could do. Because Mitz and Hammer were in the light world. So Bombos, flippers. Bombos, and flippers. I have silvers already. I have everything else I need. I can beat... whatever. Ether. Breaking my balls, man. Green Potion is nice. We'll make Skullwoods free. That was a really bad hover. My fingers were super awkwardly positioned. Check the item up here. There's also 2 hints in Hera that could tell me where the flippers are, if I'm lucky. I don't remember what was on Spectacle Rock. Look, card piece, arrows. If I did Hera last, those arrows would have been nice to you know, have be right there. Alright, there's one item. I'm gonna equip the hook shot here. Well, that was slower. Dang, old one. Okay. It's one I'm already. Only one more. Compass. Alright, both these hints were poop. Wonk with the small key. Alright. Need you to come in clutch for me again. Give me the item, please. Pretty please, with the cherry on top. Yes. Okay, so I can check Spiral Cave, I could check Turtle Rock, I could go beat Skullwoods and check Pyramid Fairy and Pyramid. There's a handful of things I can do right now. Yeah. Yeah, can't beat Mire, can't beat Swamp. And there's nothing left in Skullwoods, just from the good crystal in Skullwoods. So, Skullwoods still isn't a super huge priority to me. Let's go on the back entrance first. I'm an idiot. Actually, I should go check this chest. Oh well. I got 2 items already. There's only 3 more. So that's something good to keep track of. I got 2 small keys and 2 heart pieces back here. There's 5 items into a rock, so 3 more. Let's just go in the big key entrance. I guess. I don't know. I can check Mimic Cave, and then I can... Please. Dude. Dude! Okay. Dude, I'm getting so many ESP notifications tonight. I also wanted hammer here, not here, so. Okay. Flippers. Okay. I also forgot Hookshot Cave. So I need to go up Death Mountain one more time. So now that puts all of the boot locations into play for Bombos. So swamp being a crystal is, you know, an obvious play. Me being already here, I can't justify just leaving Turtle Rock right now. 3 items left. I can check all of it. Besides the boss. There very well could be an item on the boss as well. Please. Alright, so having map and compass guarantees an item on the boss. Which kind of sucks. Alright, so how I'm going to do this, so big key has to be down here somewhere. Whether it's here or in the other 2 chests. I'm actually going to leave Turtle Rock normally. That's 3 items. So 1 more item in the big key. I'm going to leave Turtle Rock at the front so I can do Hookshot Cave. And then check the big chest. I guess there doesn't have to be an item here because of the big chest. If there is an item here, I don't have to check the big chest at all. That's not actually true. Please ignore me. So there's not necessarily an item on Trinix. I lied. Well, yeah, there is. Actually. Hold on. This Trinix cannot have a small key, I don't believe. Because you can be dumb and use all your small keys elsewhere. Alright, so there's an item in the big chest. Alright, so Big Red Bomb is dead. So Skullwoods is literally useless to me until I need it. For the crystal. So that's also some good news. How about Bombos just is here? Oh, whatever. That's fine, I suppose. Really wanted that fairy. Come on, Bombos. Come on, that's not Bombos, it's bombs. Okay. One last check here where I need the hammer. Go check the big chest. Big chest has Bombos. This is a really big play for me. Please get out of my way. Oh my god. I'm gonna be saving and quitting after I check this. Why did I get that? A bot. So things I haven't checked yet that could have Bombos. There's guaranteed Mire's Go mode, and I know where the big key is in Mire. I know Swamp left side is an item in the big key, so there's only 5 potential items available in Swamp. There's no guarantee that I need the big key for an item, but I won't know that obviously until I find the map and the compass in Swamp. I mean, I'm going to be skipping left side no matter what. Just because bombos could just be in the back. You know, I wouldn't even need the big key, even if it does block an item. With one go mode item left, I will always skip left side. You can also check this hint here. So there's 2 items in total. Because I know one is on the left side, right? God, please stop. Oh my god. I have a red potion if I need it. Swordless Swamp is always just a huge pain. But yeah, after this, I can check the North Lightworld stuff and then go to Skull, I suppose, just to get all those checks out of the way. I've gotten 2 hints about a unique item. I got a heart container is from someone friendly, and a unique item is from someone friendly. So, like, bombos could be... Nice bomb. I think that's all 4. So, you know, Sahashlo could have bombos if that's, like, the unique item is talking about. There's no way to know. I hate medallion go modes. Almost as much as Ice Rod go modes. Medallions are also very, very not limited to where they can be. Oh, it's 10:30. I think that's 4 items in total. Yeah. 5 items. So, if Argus drops me the map, then Big Key holds an item. If Argus drops me an item, then Big Key holds the map. Nah. Not a great Argus fight, but it's fine. Phase 2 is good though. What to do? I'm gonna bail. Ugh. I can get powder. I can check magic bats. Let's get powder. I can check mushroom, which I haven't done. All of that I can do on this this loop that I'm gonna be doing. Come on, bombos. Nope. Nice. Heh. Bombos could be a pedestal. It's not required for thieves for Turtle Rock. I could check it and then mirror and go beat Skullwoods. Could also mirror here and see what's in that. Where are you at, Bombos? Not there. Let's see what we got here. Not Bombos. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure. I should definitely... Stupid guard. Here, do I have an open bottle? Oh, I can't catch fairies in hard mode. I'm actually stupid. Alright, what do we got? The only thing I didn't check in this loop is purple chest. Alright, let's go do Skullwoods. See ya. Check pedestal. Kill Mothula. I don't have the book. Can't even check pedestal. Whatever. This is fine. At least I noticed before I, like, actually went in there. Nice double heal. Alright, I'm not too worried about magic this time around. I am going to get this magic just to have full going in here. We're just going to light all these idiots up. So having half my magic is, you know, a safety, just in case the hammers don't work out well. But one, two, three, yeah, perfect. What do I want to do? I know Pyramid Fairy's dead. Can't go into desert. Turok is full cleared. Let's do Light World Flipper locations. I haven't done any of them yet. I know Pyramid Fairy's dead, so that's off my list. Help. Ugh. Please! So Thieves Town has 2 items left in it, and the green pendant. Turtle Rock is completely dead, minus Trinex. All the dungeons I've done are fully cleared, except for Swamp. I left 1 item in Swamp. Music? I'm gonna save and quit once I'm done checking all this crap. I really prefer for my game to not crash. Alright, I got music back. That's good. If somebody in chat would like to clip that, that'd be great. Since that shouldn't happen. Blue Cane. Spike Cave is something I haven't done yet. Do I want the Blue Cane? Sure. Why not? The one item... I forgot to check Catfish as well. So here's the plan. I'm gonna mirror to Catfish. I'm going to save and quit. Mirror on Pyramid. Check Pyramid. Where the Bombo's at? My nose. Okay. Let's see what we got. Yo. God. Alright, so that's not that bad. I'll take it, I suppose. Same quit, I guess. Get these hearts just to be safe. Alright. So one dungeon left and we're good to go. I'm glad I remembered I didn't check catfish. Alright. I'm also really glad I left that swamp location behind. Okay. Oh god, my neck. And my back. I know big key is left side, so I'm gonna grab the pot small key, and I'm gonna go straight left side. Similar to NMG rounds. There's no reason for me to check the bridge chests. Like, best it could have for me is a small key, which I don't even need. Because with the big key on the right side, I actually don't need the small key to go up the right side. Just let me go this way. If this is the big key, great. If not, then I know. Okay, yeah. 2 skip chests because of a hint. So, perfect. I got just enough arrows to kill everything. I'll probably save some and hammer the end of it. I do need at least 4 to get through the first. I guess 2 is the minimum for the first mimic room, because I can despawn one of them. Alright. That's not bow. Oh god. Alright, so assuming early big key, Mimics 1 has to go perfect, which I'm okay with. Like, I'm not too worried about despawning the guy. Alright, so we're gonna go into the Light World, save and quit, because Aghanim's dead. Inverted. Doing this, I just go straight to Ganon's Tower. Sure, you don't have all full health, but I don't really care. Bombs and a small key. I guess the bombless location wasn't super ideal for me. I mean, it definitely wasn't accessible at the beginning, but I don't think it was necessarily in a bad spot. DKS very well could have found it before me, but I don't think I did too many things that were like super out of my way. Either way. Okay. This is a heart, right? Sure. Relatively early big key. Number 7, I believe. Alright, can't use an arrow here. So we're gonna hook it up again. Okay. Good. They despawned! That's really bad. God, what the hell? That's super crappy. Where do I get arrows? Let's see if this shop has some arrows. I'm just gonna go buy some arrows. Just kidding. That's really funny. So those arrows despawned because of all the sprites on screen, plus me throwing the pot and it shattering as I picked up the other one, caused a lot of sprite action to happen at the same time. Whatever. That was pretty funny. I'm gonna stop and get the fairies here just because Ganon's Tower can be very dangerous without the sword. Wow. Okay. Nice bonk. Ah. Please stop. Just let me through. Alright, decent gauntlet. One room was not great, but... Alright, I'm pretty low on magic, so I'm actually going to air these. Full magic, nice. But that's fine. I didn't want that hard anyways. Oh god. Ow. Good. Whew, that's close. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. DKS isn't done yet, but I'm not entirely sure how I feel. I'm not sure how good DKS is at Swordless. I'm gonna net this one up. These are really weird patterns. Okay, not a bad fight, honestly. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice, good RNG. No dot dones yet. Come on, Ganon. Oh God. Hey. Oh, I won. I was a little stressed out about that one. That Bombos location could have really owned me. But we clutched it out. First place, 145.54. Alright. 2-0 today is really good. 12, 11 and 2 overall. Not bad.